Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants to reach the top. But the truth is, most people never will. Not because they don't have talent, not because they don't have dreams, but because they refuse to be disciplined. See, discipline is not about what you feel like doing. It's about what you're willing to do, even when you don't feel like it. The people at the top, the champions, the leaders, they're not more talented than you, they're just more consistent. They show up when everyone else quits. They work when everyone else is sleeping. They sacrifice when everyone else is comfortable. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. You can dream all you want, but until you build habits that match your vision, your dream will remain just that, a dream. Discipline is what wakes you up at 4 a.m. when your body wants to rest. Discipline is what keeps you reading, training, grinding, while everyone else is scrolling through distractions. Everybody loves to talk about motivation. They chase it like a drug, that rush of energy, that spark that gets you going. But here's the truth. Motivation is like fire. It burns bright for a moment, but if you don't feed it, it dies. Discipline is the wood that keeps that fire alive long after motivation fades. Motivation might get you out of bed once, but discipline makes sure you get up every single day, rain or shine, tired or not. Motivation whispers try, but discipline shouts do. Motivation gives you an idea. Discipline gives you results. You can't build a legacy on feelings. You can't reach your dreams by waiting to feel ready. Winners don't wait until they're inspired. They act even when their soul feels heavy. Discipline is that voice inside that says, I don't care how I feel, I made a commitment. Discipline is doing the reps when no one is watching. It's writing the page when your mind is blank. It's showing up to practice when your body screams to stay in bed. The world is filled with motivated people who never made it because they didn't have the discipline to keep going after the excitement died. Discipline is not glamorous. It's repetitive, it's tough, and it's lonely. But it's what separates the amateurs from the professionals, the dreamers from the doers. The greatest people you admire didn't wake up every day full of inspiration. They woke up with purpose. They did what needed to be done, whether they felt like it or not. You don't rise because of how you feel. You rise because of what you decide. Motivation is an emotion. Discipline is a decision. The day you stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline is the day your life changes forever. Discipline is the backbone of every dream fulfilled, every mountain climbed, every record broken. It's not about hype, it's about habit. When motivation quits, discipline shows up and says, let's go to work. You can't build a powerful life on emotions. If your actions depend on how you feel, you'll never be consistent enough to win. Feelings change, they're temporary, unpredictable, unstable. One day you feel fired up, and the next you feel drained. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline is about doing what's necessary, not what's comfortable. Too many people lose because they let their emotions drive their behavior. I don't feel like it becomes the excuse that destroys destiny. If you only work when you feel good, you'll never go far. The successful don't follow emotions, they follow standards. They've decided who they are long before the emotion of the moment hits. They've made a decision. No matter how I feel, I'll do what's right. Because the truth is, your feelings will betray you. Your feelings will tell you to quit when things get hard. Your feelings will tell you it's too late, too painful, too risky. But discipline whispers back, do it anyway. There will be days when you wake up tired, when your mind is foggy, when your motivation is gone. That's when discipline takes the wheel. You do it not because it's easy, but because you made a promise to yourself. You act not because you're excited, but because you're committed. That's the difference between the person who almost makes it and the one who does. Every time you rise above your feelings, you gain strength. Every time you push through when it hurts, you build character. Discipline doesn't care if you're sad, tired, or scared. It just asks, will you still show up? You can't live your purpose if your emotions are your master. Take control. Move when you don't want to move. Do what needs to be done, especially when your body says no. Because success doesn't come to the one who feels ready. It comes to the one who acts despite how they feel. Everybody wants to be great until they realize greatness is built on repetition. It's not built on what you do once. It's built on what you do every single day when nobody is watching. Consistency is the secret sauce of mastery. You can't expect to be world-class by showing up sometimes. You can't expect results from occasional effort. Champions become champions because they commit to the process daily. They don't just work when it's convenient. They work when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, and exhausting. The truth is, you don't become excellent by accident. You become excellent by doing the same thing over and over with precision and passion. When you commit to consistency, you send a message to the universe that you're serious about your dream. It's like planting a seed. You don't water it once and expect it to grow overnight. You water it every day. You nurture it. You protect it. You give it time. That's how growth happens. Consistency teaches you discipline, patience, and faith. There's a point in your journey where you won't see progress, where it feels like nothing's changing. But those are the moments that shape you. Those are the invisible seasons of growth. Most people quit right before the results show up because they're addicted to instant gratification. But mastery doesn't happen instantly. It happens through thousands of small, boring, repetitive acts that no one sees. The difference between average and elite isn't talent, it's consistency. Anyone can start strong, but few can keep going when the excitement fades. The masters don't need applause to keep grinding. They don't need recognition to stay focused. They've trained themselves to be faithful in the small things. When others sleep, they're sharpening their craft. When others rest, they're refining their skill. Consistency turns habits into second nature, and second nature turns ordinary people into unstoppable forces. You can't become what you want if you keep quitting every time it gets tough. Be relentless, be consistent, because when you do something long enough, hard enough, with enough passion, mastery is inevitable. The world may not see the hours you put in, but the results will speak for you. You can't develop strength in comfort. Discipline isn't just about working hard, it's about becoming someone different. Every time you do something you don't want to do, but you need to do, you're training your character. Every time you wake up early, push through pain, or keep a promise to yourself, you're building integrity, resilience, and grit. Discipline shapes the person you become when no one's watching. Character isn't built in easy seasons, it's built in storms. The struggle refines you, the hardship reveals you. When life hits hard, discipline keeps you steady. Discipline keeps you grounded when everything around you shakes. The people who succeed in life aren't lucky, they're tested. They've gone through failure, rejection, and disappointment, and they came out stronger because they refused to quit. Every act of discipline is a seed of strength planted in your soul. Every time you say no to temptation, every time you choose progress over comfort, you're building a foundation that can't be shaken. Character isn't built by words, it's built by actions repeated through discipline. People with no discipline break under pressure. They make excuses, they run from challenges, they give up when things don't go their way. But people with discipline, they stand tall, they rise when others fall, because their strength isn't in their feelings, it's in their habits. They've learned to suffer productively, they've learned to endure, and endurance builds character. When discipline becomes part of who you are, you stop chasing approval, you stop needing validation. You know who you are and what you're capable of. That's what discipline does. It develops a backbone of steel. It gives you the courage to stand alone, the strength to keep going, and the conviction to live by principle, not pleasure. Stop running from pain. You can't grow without it. You can't evolve without it. Pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every champion has a relationship with pain. They don't avoid it, they embrace it. Pain shows you where your limits are, and then it gives you the choice, stay there or break through. The problem is, most people quit the moment it hurts. They think discomfort means stop, but that's the exact moment you should push harder. That's where growth happens. You can't have strength without struggle. You can't have victory without resistance. The weight that's breaking you right now is building you. That pain in your chest, that fire in your lungs, that voice telling you to stop, that's the old you trying to hold on. Push through it. Discipline demands pain because transformation demands sacrifice. You can't stay the same and expect to reach new levels. Something has to die for something new to live. Sometimes it's your laziness, sometimes it's your excuses, sometimes it's your comfort. But you can't carry your excuses and your destiny at the same time. When you understand that pain is part of the process, you stop fearing it. You start seeing it as proof that you're alive, that you're growing. Every time you endure pain without quitting, you build mental toughness. Every time you walk through fire and refuse to give up, you come out stronger, sharper, hungrier. Pain doesn't destroy the disciplined, it defines them. You can't skip struggle and expect success. The pain is the path. It's not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you. So stop crying about the process and trust it. The pain you feel today will be the power you carry tomorrow. Everybody wants to win, but not everybody wants to give up what winning costs. Success always has a price tag, and discipline is how you pay it. You can't reach greatness while holding on to comfort. You can't reach your purpose without letting go of distractions. Discipline forces you to choose between what you want now and what you want most. You can't party all night and expect to rise early with focus. You can't waste time scrolling through social media and expect to build an empire. Success requires separation. It requires saying no to things that used to define you. The reason most people never rise is because they're unwilling to release what's holding them down. Sacrifice isn't punishment, it's investment. You give up what's temporary for what's eternal. The truth is, you will never get to the next level with the same habits that kept you at this one. Every level of success demands a new version of you. You must sacrifice comfort to gain clarity. You must sacrifice ease to gain excellence, and discipline makes that sacrifice possible. When you decide you want success more than sleep, more than validation, more than the approval of others, that's when everything changes. Because success isn't convenient, it's lonely, it's exhausting, but it's worth it. Discipline gives you the strength to say, I'll give up what's easy for what's extraordinary. You can't have success and comfort at the same time. One has to die for the other to live. Discipline helps you choose. You sacrifice your excuses, your fears, your bad habits, and in exchange, you get growth, progress, purpose. The world remembers the disciplined, not the distracted. So make the sacrifice now, your future self will thank you. Everybody wants the reward, but nobody wants the responsibility. Everybody wants the crown, but nobody wants the weight. Let me tell you something, you can't cheat the grind. You can fake followers, you can fake motivation, you can fake talk, but you can't fake results. The grind knows who's been working and who's been pretending. It knows who's been putting in the hours when no one was watching and who's been cutting corners when the lights were off. The grind doesn't lie. You see, success has a way of exposing you. When the pressure hits, the truth comes out. The ones who cheated the process crumble. The ones who respected it rise. You can't microwave mastery. You can't shortcut struggle. You can't download dedication. You either put in the work or you don't. The grind is like soil, it only gives back what you plant. If you plant excuses, you get regret. If you plant consistency, you get greatness. People think the grind is glamorous. It's not. It's 5 a.m. alarms, it's lonely nights, it's rejection, failure, frustration, repetition. It's fighting battles no one else sees. It's doing the work when you're tired, angry, or unsure. It's crying, praying, and then still getting back up to do it again. That's the grind, and those who try to skip steps always pay double later. When you cheat the grind, you're not just cheating the process, you're cheating yourself. You're robbing yourself of the lessons, the resilience, the strength that comes from doing it the hard way. The grind molds you. It strips away your weakness, your ego, your fear. Every rep, every tear, every setback is building you for the day when the world finally sees what you've become. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop asking for easy. Easy won't make you proud. Easy won't make you legendary. The grind will. Fall in love with the process. Learn to respect it. Because the grind will give you everything you deserve, but not 1 ounce more. You can't cheat it. You can only earn it. Dreams are beautiful, but without discipline, they stay stuck in your imagination. Everybody's got dreams to start a business, to change their life, to become something greater. But dreams don't pay bills. Dreams don't build muscles. Dreams don't change your future unless you back them with discipline. The gap between I wish and I did is filled with daily disciplined action. You can't just say you want it. You have to prove it every day through what you do. You say you want success, then get up earlier. You say you want freedom, then stop wasting time. You say you want change, then stop talking and start doing. Discipline is that relentless daily grind that transforms your vision into something tangible. Discipline doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about how tired you are. Discipline says, if you said you'd do it, do it. It forces you to show up when motivation dies, when progress feels invisible, when the goal seems too far away. That's when discipline becomes your best friend. Every little step matters. Every time you choose work over distraction, every time you choose focus over comfort, every time you say no to quitting, you move closer to your dream. You may not see results right away, but discipline guarantees that one day you will, because discipline compounds. It's like interest. Small deposits over time turn into massive results. The world is filled with dreamers who never took action. And that's why it's discipline that separates winners from wishers. When you're disciplined, you stop waiting for the perfect moment. You make the moment perfect through effort, consistency, and fire. Discipline turns fantasy into fact. It's the hammer that shapes your dream into reality, one hit at a time. People think discipline is about restriction, about being controlled, about losing your freedom. But it's the opposite. Discipline is freedom. When you're disciplined, you control your time, you control your habits, you control your destiny. The undisciplined person is a slave to laziness, to distraction, to emotion. But the disciplined person, they're free. Freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want, it comes from mastering yourself. The moment you take control of your actions, you stop being controlled by excuses. You stop being dragged by temptation, procrastination, or weakness. Discipline is what allows you to look in the mirror and say, I'm in charge of my life. You know what real freedom feels like. It's waking up early because you chose to. It's grinding because you want to. It's saying no to the things that take you off track. It's knowing that your habits are leading you somewhere powerful. When you're disciplined, you don't need external motivation. You've built your own system of control. People who chase comfort never experience true freedom because they're always chasing something, the next distraction, the next excuse, the next easy way out. But those who are disciplined create peace within the storm. They're not slaves to their feelings. They move with purpose, not pressure. They know that freedom isn't found in doing less, it's found in doing what matters most. Discipline gives you the power to say, no matter what happens around me, I will not lose myself. That's freedom. Freedom from chaos, freedom from regret, freedom from the life you settle for when you don't take control. Discipline sets you free from being average, and once you taste that freedom, you'll never want to go back. At the end of the day, discipline is about integrity. It's about doing what you said you'd do long after the feeling you said it in has left you. It's easy to make promises when you're excited. It's easy to set goals when you're inspired. But the question is, will you still show up when the fire fades? Will you still keep your word when no one's clapping, when no one's watching, when it's just you and the grind? The world doesn't need more talkers. It needs people who follow through. Be the one who does what they said they would do. If you said you'd wake up early, do it. If you said you'd chase that dream, chase it. If you said you'd stop quitting, then stop. Your word should mean something. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your belief in your own power. Every time you keep that promise, you become unstoppable. Discipline is about self-respect. It's proving to yourself that you can be trusted, that your goals matter enough for you to fight for them. You can't lead others if you can't lead yourself. You can't expect success if you don't honor your own word. Discipline makes you dependable, consistent, and powerful not just to others, but to yourself. Stop living in potential. Stop saying someday. Someday is today. You owe it to yourself to finish what you started, to rise after every fall, to be the version of you that you keep dreaming about. That's discipline showing up for your destiny every single day, whether the world notices or not. Because greatness isn't proven by words, it's proven by consistency. Be who you said you'd be. That's how you earn respect. That's how you build legacy. And that's how you change your life. Listen to me. If you take nothing else from this entire message, take this. Discipline is the difference between who you are and who you're destined to become. Every dream you've ever had, every goal you've ever written down, every vision you've ever seen in your heart, it's possible. But possibility means nothing without discipline. You've got to make up your mind that you're done negotiating with laziness. Done making excuses. Done saying tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There's only now. There's only this moment, this choice, this fight. And if you want to change your life, you've got to be willing to pay the price every single day. Discipline is not punishment, it's the proof that you're serious about your purpose. It's what separates the talkers from the doers, the pretenders from the performers, the dreamers from the achievers. Everybody wants success, but only the disciplined will taste it. Only the disciplined will survive the storm, walk through the fire, and still stand when the smoke clears. You've got to decide that from this day forward, you will not be moved by how you feel. You will be moved by what you said. You will be moved by your mission, because when you master discipline, you master your destiny. You won't need someone to push you, you'll push yourself. You won't need the world to motivate you, you'll become your own fire. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect timing. Start now. Build your habits. Keep your word. Grind in silence until the results make the noise. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize it wasn't talent that got you here. It wasn't luck. It was discipline, the nights you stayed up, the mornings you pushed through, the pain you endured, the sacrifices you made. That's what built your greatness, because the truth is, discipline doesn't just change your results, it changes your identity. You become unstoppable. You become unbreakable. You become the person you were always meant to be. So today, make the choice to be consistent, the choice to be focused, the choice to be disciplined. Because the moment you choose discipline, your life will never be the same again.